walk by faith or controlled by fear. And when does fear usually enter? When a person focuses on his situation, on his or her situation. When we focus so much on our situation, things are going terrible, and we're so focused on the things that go terrible, right? Things are falling apart around us. We're so focused on the things that are falling apart around us, right? And we think somehow in our own power, we're going to be able to fix all of those things. Sometimes you might be put into a situation where God gets your attention by letting you know, not even in your own power, you're going to be able to fix what's happening around you. Not even in your own power, you're going to be able to take care of what's happening around you right now. He wants to get your attention. You lift your eyes up to Christ. Allow him to do the heavy lifting for you. Let him do that great and miraculous work through you to add to your testimony. That, my friends, is how you don't allow fear to seep in. Don't focus on your circumstance. Do not focus on your circumstance. Turn your eyes upward. Turn your eyes upward. I've been graciously reminded, I've been humbled the last few months. It's not in my power. And I've been reminded of that thoroughly by the Lord. I've been reminded thoroughly by the Lord that it's not in my control. So you know what? I stopped being fearful about what's been happening around me. I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to stay in his word. I'm going to present his gospel. I'm going to continue to try to uplift others. I'm not going to focus on the circumstances surrounding me. I'm not going to focus on the things that are continually to afflict. Because the Lord said, don't do that. Focus on me. Focus on me. That's what he wants. He wants you to focus on him, not on your circumstance. So often we can get into the habit of focusing on our own circumstance. God doesn't want you to focus on that. He doesn't want you to focus on that. Because that prevents you from what? Giving him glory, giving him praise, and sharing the gospel with others. Let's continue. Let's continue here. Let's drop down. Take a look at this here. Let's look at verse 8 here. It says, therefore, do not be ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me, his prisoner, but share with me in the sufferings for the gospel according to the power of God. Christians will suffer for Christ in some way in this life. But it is better that one's faith be marked by suffering than by shame at Christ, than the shame by suffering than by shame at Christ or those who proclaim him. Paul did not want Timothy to misunderstand his imprisonment. Paul understood who he served, and he was unashamed, even in the midst of being in prison. Right? This is, again, not the first time not the first time that Paul's in prison, but he's actually standing to be put to death here. He wants Timothy to make sure he's focused on who he serves and to not be ashamed of who he serves. Starship Adventure says that was a powerful statement, Frank. You should make a short on just that. Give me the timestamp